for Alex Garbo! Thank you. How we doing, shooters? Yeah. How we doing? Good. My name's Alex. I grew up in a religious household, and tell me if this is familiar. We weren't allowed to play with Pokemon cards because they were the devil. I think my mom just told us that because we were poor and she didn't want to buy them. But since we were poor, we had to get creative. We didn't have Pokemon cards, but we did live really close to a funeral parlor. So anytime there was a death, me and my brother would go to the funeral parlor and we'd collect the obituary cards they hand out when people die. And we would take these home and play with them. Like, he'd throw down his 98-year-old Mary McDonald, and then I'd throw down my rookie card of 11-year-old Timmy with cancer. And my card would beat his because I had like 10 plus radiation points. One time we were playing and he threw down the obituary card of our grandma, and I threw down the obituary card of our grandpa. And he tried to tell me his card beat mine. I said I watched them fight and he beat the shit out of her. I win. Actually, Clay promised me his card when he goes.
That was good. That was fucking good. Oh, that was good.
Thank you. One more time, tell me it was good. I told this story once, and afterwards, this guy came up to me with his son's obituary card. He's like, I didn't find that funny. My son died. You know, I was like, I'm really sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I would love to add that to my collection. He didn't really find that funny either. But our game got so popular that we had like 30 kids in the neighborhood showing up to a grown man's funeral we didn't know. People were like, was this guy a youth baseball coach or a friend of the Clintons? So we get an island in this will, you know? But the priest who ran all the funeral service, Father Collins, he caught on to what we were doing. And he said, you kids, you can take the cards, but you have to pray for their soul. You guys know the prayer of the departed. And as a kid, I just never got that. Because it's like you get 30 people to pray for you and God will let you into heaven. And if you don't, you go to hell. Or does God run a pyramid scheme or something? You know? Now that I'm older, I still don't really get it. He also wanted us to close our eyes. Because when our eyes weren't open, it wasn't a prayer. You know? And then I would start asking questions we didn't like. You know, I was like, what about a burn victim who lost his eyelids? What does he do? What does he go like this? Then his hands aren't together, you know, and it's not a prayer. I don't know. Just thoughts, you know. And who are we to pray to the almighty, all-knowing God for this guy to get into heaven? He might have done some stuff that I don't know about, and now I wasted my good name, you know? I don't know. It's hard though, you know. They say all dogs go to heaven. Do you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think the dogs they used in the civil rights movement are in heaven right now?
Yeah.
Yeah? I don't. I don't think Eugene does. Yeah, but I don't know. I just don't think there's a lot of German Shepherds up there. Our dog died actually, and my mom goes, I know she's watching over us right now. I said, the dog didn't even listen when it was alive. And it's staying up there. They also say that dogs pick up traits of their owners. So, you know, like if you like to exercise, your dog will like to exercise. If you have anxiety, your dog will have anxiety. I was watching Father Collins' dog. All that little fucker did was hum kids in the neighborhood. We go. Yeah. He called me up. He's like, hey, can you watch my dog? I'm going away. I call him back up. I was like, hey, where are you going? He's going to prison. Usually they just move them around like they're on world tour, though, you know? It's a little weird, you know? I think about rabbis. Rabbis got a weird job description. Because when you're becoming, you know, the rabbi, they have to do the bris, you know, they have to cut the foreskin, you know? And the very traditional rabbis, the Orthodox one, will go as far as to lick the blood off of the baby penis. So I'm getting my rabbi certification. At least it's in their job description, you know, not like the priest. So whatever.
Ow!
You know, I referred my Muslim friend to my former rabbi who, you know, licked my thing, you know, when I was a kid, you know, and the rabbi, he brisked my Muslim friend, and now he's Jewish, and the rabbi didn't want to lick his cock. I said, Rabbi, you lick that cock, man. I started taking his head, you lick that cock, Rabbi. Anyway, we went off the rails. Let's go back. Does anybody drive? You got drivers in here? Yeah? I don't know. I got a car, and I got a Jeep. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's something called a Jeep Wave, where everyone with the Jeep waves to each other. You know, I'm just a little reluctant to participate because I don't know who I'm waving to. You know, I could be waving to a racist or a pedophile or a Mormon. You know, like, just because we have the same car, I don't know you, you know? And the last group of people to identify themselves with a wave, you know, they weren't too well received. You know, I don't want to be anything like them, you know? And it's the only car that does it. You don't see everyone with a Ford Bronco doing the O.J. Stavic. God rest his soul. That'd be a nice obituary card. Celebrity. You know?
Sorry.
What else going on, guys? I don't know. What am I? Oh, you know, cars need gas, right? What's the deal with Wawa? Who let a baby name a gas station? What's the deal with Wawa? Yeah? This guy's calling. He's making fun of me. I'm getting heckled, goddamn. So what's the deal? I know it's corny. I know it. It's corny. All right, fuck off. Fuck it. I don't know. What about this? Anybody been to a bar recently? Yeah? You go to bars? Yeah? Yeah, I was at a bar, and I was talking to this girl, you know, and things are going along real well. I was almost at the point where I put the roofie in. I'm kidding. I don't have enough money to roofie. I had the Sleepy Time tea bag. Every time she would look away, Sleepy time to you. Don't roofie women. But I was talking to this girl, you know, out of nowhere. This old guy, you know, like 40, 50, this 60-year-old. Now let's make it so this 7-year-old comes out of nowhere, you know. He's like, this guy doesn't know how to have sex with you. This guy doesn't know how to treat a lady. And when someone insults you, and it's true, there's not much you can say besides like, hey, or nuh-uh. So he's like, this guy doesn't know how to have sex with you. I'm like, hey, nuh-uh. Anyways, you know, he starts flashing his money and buying her drinks, and he steals her from me. Gold digging bitch. I was like, what is she thinking? Like, yeah, this guy wouldn't make her pay for the Uber, and yeah, the sex is probably better. But maybe she didn't make the right decision. That's not the point, though. The point is that this guy stole my girl, you know? So I said, I gotta get him back. And every guy in here knows the best way to get another guy back is to fuck his mom. So I said, I'm gonna fuck this guy's mom, you know? So I find out who he is, you know, I'm doing all this work, you know, I find out who his mom is, you know. I'm doing all this hard work, you know. But after a lot of hard work, I did it. I fucked his mom. Boy, was it hard work, though. Does anyone know how hard it is to dig up a grave that's been buried for 20 years? She was dead. Good fucked up. It was nice though. There was like a little obituary card on her gravestone. Callbacks. We like callbacks, huh? Yeah. What else? What else? Anybody have tattoos? No? Alright, we'll move on. No tattoos. Fuck it. Not a tattoo crowd. I think tattoos are fucking stupid. It's just that, because in most cases you can just get a t-shirt that says the same exact thing. Like I saw this guy with a Star Wars tattoo, and I like Star Wars as much as the next virgin. But just have a couple of t-shirts, you know? Man. Black guys that get tattoos. When a black guy gets a tattoo, it's like when a child writes invisible marker on a piece of paper. It's like, look at that, you know? When a black friend was showing me his tattoo, I was like, is that the right arm? My black friend, he told me, he said, when you get complimented by a black guy, that is not a good sign. Because black guys only compliment you for 2 reasons. They're making fun of you, or you're about to get robbed. Listen, no black guy's ever like, hey, you look really good today. It's, I like them shoes. Like, no, really, please. I got them at Walmart. Please. Like, nah, I like them shoes. And then I wouldn't have shoes. You know? It's just, alright, you know that kills in a all black room. You are the whites that don't associate with the blacks, so it just doesn't make any sense to you. Is that it? This is the segregated gated community whites. Is that what I'm getting at? I don't know. I grew up with them. That's what them, like they're alright, I'm getting on tired. Whatever. Speaking of them, is there any gays in the crowd? We got gays. No? Alright. A lot of people in Florida aren't too happy with like the gays and the Pride Month. And I think what they need to do is they need a rebrand. They need to stop spelling it LGBTQ and start saying it Legibitiqua. Because Legibitiqua is a lot more fun to say, you know? Legibitiqua. Let's all give it Legibitiqua. Legibitiqua. You know, I'm not even gay, but I'd wear like a fishnet crop top to say I'm part of Legibitiqua. All right. Well, we'll see you guys. Legibitiqua later. All right. My name's Alex. Y'all keep it going for Alex.